Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma from US Academy and Institute, Gorakhpur. This is my fifth lecture for class 10th. In this, we will discuss the topic respiration of the chapter life processes. Let us see here what is respiration. Respiration is the process of oxidation of breaking down of organic compounds, particularly glucose, with the help of various enzymes and release of energy. See the reaction C6H12 glucose plus oxygen. This breaks down into carbon dioxide, water and energy, that is in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This energy is utilized by different cell organelles which perform different type of function inside the cell. Respiration is a biochemical process in which chemical energy or organic molecule is converted into usable energy in the cells. Mechanism of respiration. Respiration involves following steps. What are those? Intake of oxygen from the environment, release of energy as ATP, stepwise oxidation of food and elimination of carbon dioxide. Intake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide constitute the physical process, means we exchange gases from environment through nasal cavities, means we are getting oxygen inside our body and expelling carbon dioxide outside of the body. That is called an exchange of gases. This is a physical process of respiration. Stepwise oxidation of food and release of energy ATP represent the biochemical process, means when oxygen through nasal cavity, then larynx, then trachea, then reaches up to alveoli of the lungs, from where the oxygen diffuse inside the blood capillaries. Through blood it reaches up to the each and every cell where this biochemical process takes place, means breakdown of glucose into CO2 and H2O takes place with the release of energy. The biochemical process includes following steps. What are those? First one, glycolysis. Second one, Krebs cycle. Third one, terminal oxidation, are also called ETS, electron transport system. Glycolysis. Glycolysis is the first stage of the respiration. It takes place in the cell cytoplasm. It results in the breakdown of glucose, 6-carbon compound, to the pyruvic acid. A 3-carbon compound means breaking down of glucose into pyruvic acid, that is called as glycolysis. During glycolysis, 2 molecules of ATP are used and 4 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of pyruvic acid and pyruvate are formed. Further conversion of pyruvic acid depends on the presence or absence of oxygen. What happens in presence of oxygen of pyruvic acid? In presence of oxygen, pyruvic acid enters into the mitochondria and starts Krebs cycle. This is called aerobic respiration. And what happens in absence of oxygen of pyruvic acid? In absence of oxygen, pyruvic acid breaks down either into ethyl alcohol, that is 2-carbon compound, or into lactic acid, that is 3-carbon compound. It is called anaerobic respiration. Let us see what happens in Krebs cycle or in presence of oxygen. The fate of pyruvic acid in presence of oxygen. This Krebs cycle takes place in mitochondria. In presence of oxygen, pyruvic acid is completely oxidized into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released in the form of ATP. The step is called the Krebs cycle or citric acid cycle. It occurs inside the mitochondria, and 2 Krebs cycles occur simultaneously from each glucose molecule. Here there is a mistake. Each glucose molecule, that is wrong. Each pyruvic acid, that is correct one. Because glucose is a 6-carbon compound and it breaks down into 2 3-carbon compound, that is pyruvic acid. Next, terminal oxidation means the fate of glucose. First one, glycolysis, second Krebs cycle, and third step is terminal oxidation or electron transport system, that is ETS. The electron carrier molecules NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, and FAD, flavin adenine dinucleotide, transfer energized hydrogen ions along the transport chains. During this transfer, energy is released as ATP and hydrogen is oxidized to form water. This process is called terminal oxidation. See the reaction. First see the here glycolysis. Glycolysis, glucose, that is 6-carbon compound, it is converted into 2 molecule of 3-carbon compound, that is pyruvic acid. See that. Then pyruvic acid oxidation. Two acetyl groups as acetyl coenzyme A. Two carbon compounds. This enters into TCA cycle or citric acid cycle or in Krebs cycle. This happens in mitochondria. And glycolysis that happens in cell cytoplasm. And respiratory chain. Then respiratory chain, then glucose is converted into CO2, H2O and 38 ATP is released. Now see the reaction. Glucose, glycolysis, pyruvic acid enters into Krebs cycle, where pyruvic acid converted into CO2 and H2O plus energy. Glucose, that is 6 carbon compound, this happens in cell cytoplasm, that is called as glycolysis. Change into pyruvic acid or pyruvate, that is 3 carbon compound plus energy. During glycolysis total 8 ATP is formed, and during Krebs cycle 30 ATP is formed, and when we add 30 plus 8, total 38 ATP is formed after complete oxidation of one molecule of glucose. Pyruvic acid in absence of oxygen, like in yeast, converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide plus energy. In case of muscles, lack of oxygen in muscle tissue, lactic acid plus energy and 3 carbon compound. And in presence of oxygen in mitochondria, pyruvic acid converted into carbon dioxide, water plus energy. Types of respiration. Depending upon the use of H, we have already discussed that in presence of oxygen and in absence of oxygen. Let us see here types of respiration. Depending upon the use of oxygen, respiration is of two types: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In case of aerobic respiration, that is with oxygen, aerobic respiration occurs in presence of oxygen. During this process, glucose is completely oxidized into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is formed in the form of ATP. Glucose glycolysis, which happens in cell cytoplasm, pyruvic acid or pyruvate is formed. Then in presence of oxygen enters into mitochondria in Krebs cycle in presence of oxygen. Further, pyruvic acid breaks down into carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP. That is complete oxidation of one molecule of glucose. Anaerobic respiration in absence of oxygen or without oxygen. Anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of oxygen. In this case, glucose is incompletely broken down into alcohol and CO2 are into lactic acid. Thus, energy released in anaerobic respiration is much less than in aerobic respiration, because alcohol still contain great deal of energy which remains unutilized. Glucose in glycolysis converted into two molecules of pyruvic acid or pyruvate, and in absence of oxygen in cytoplasm, pyruvic acid is converted into ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, CO2 and 2 ATP. See the difference. In case of aerobic respiration, 38 ATP is formed, and in case of anaerobic respiration, only 2 ATP is formed. In case of plants, certain bacteria and fungi respire only anaerobically. In them it is called fermentation. Fermentation is defined as the anaerobic breakdown of carbohydrate into alcohol or organic acid, means incomplete breakdown of carbohydrate or glucose into alcohol or organic acid. Fruits and seeds also have anaerobic respiration. In case of animals, gut parasites like tapeworm and ascaris have anaerobic respiration. Skeletal muscles also depends temporarily on anaerobic respiration during prolonged physical exercise. When oxygen supply to muscles proves to be insufficient. In case of animals, during anaerobic respiration, carbon dioxide is not formed, and instead of ethyl alcohol, lactic acid is produced. Glucose glycolysis converted into pyruvic acid or pyruvate. In absence of oxygen, this converted into lactic acid and 2 ATP. Difference between anaerobic and respiration and anaerobic respiration in animal and plants. See what happens in animals. Glucose is broken down into lactic acid in case of animals. CO2 is not formed. Heat released is less. Foaming does not occur. In case of plants, glucose is break down into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. CO2 is produced. Heat is released is more. CO2 release produces foaming. Next, difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In case of aerobic respiration, occurs in presence of oxygen. Glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm and Krebs cycle takes place in mitochondria. Complete oxidation of food takes place. 38 ATP are produced from one glucose molecule. End product are CO2 and H2O. It occurs in majority of animal and plants. Let's see what happened in anaerobic respiration. This occurs in absence of oxygen. Complete process of respiration takes place in cytoplasm. Incomplete oxidation of food particles takes place. Only 2 ATP are produced from one glucose molecule. End products are ethyl alcohol and CO2 or lactic acid. It occurs in few organisms like yeast, bacteria, and some parasitic worms. Let us see respiration in plants. What happens in plants? Respiration in plants. Plants also exchange gases O2 and CO2 with their environment, but they do not have special respiratory organs for exchange and a system for transport of gases, unlike animals including human beings, where there is a special organs are present for respiration. Different parts of the plant like leaves, stem and roots exchange gases independently. Rate of respiration, energy requirement. Energy requirement of plant is much less than animal, hence respiration in plant is slow. Why? Because as we know, plants are non-moving, means they are settled at one place. Different parts of the plant respire at different rates. Respiration is rapid in actively growing regions such as meristematic tissue, shoot apex, root apex, floral buds, and growing fruits and seeds. Older parts and mature tissue have low respiration rate. Exchange of gases means in plants where the exchange of gases takes place. Oxygen enters the plant through the following parts. Stomata present in leaves, either on upper surface or lower surface. Lenticels in old stems and old roots. General surface of roots. Exchange of gases in leaves. The air enters through stomata into the substomatal space, from where oxygen and CO2 diffuse through the intercellular spaces between the mesophyll cells in the leaves. During daytime, stomata are open and photosynthesis is in progress. So carbon dioxide is taken in through stomata and oxygen is released. Some of this oxygen is used in respiration. The rest is taken through stomata and oxygen is released. Diffuse out into the atmosphere or environment. The carbon dioxide produced during the respiration in the leaves serves as a raw material for photosynthesis. Hence, during daytime, there is a movement of carbon dioxide into the cell and oxygen out of the cells. During night, there is no photosynthesis, so there is intake of oxygen and release of CO2. In older portion of the stem and root, exchange of gases takes place through lenticels present in the bark of old plants. The root hairs are in contact with oxygen present below the soil particles. This oxygen enters the root hairs by diffusion, and from there passage into the other cells of root. The carbon dioxide produced in the root cells moves out into the soil. See the figure. Upper epidermis of the leaf, lower epidermis. Here is pore-like structure, that is stomata. Through this, exchange of gases takes place. In case of plants respire mainly in night, where oxygen is taken inside of the body and CO2 is released. During daytime, in case of plant, photosynthetic process takes place. In that, carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is released. Mesophyll cells containing chloroplast, substomatal space, cross section of leaves showing stomata and substomatal space. This is lenticel found on the bark of the tree. Intercellular spaces, O2 inside, CO2 release, lenticel, epidermal cell, loose cells, phelogen, exchange of gases through lenticels. This is all about respiration in plants. Next we will discuss respiration in animals, including human being, in our next video. Thank you.